Hey everybody, it's Dina Blizzard. We're on holiday hours, so I'm a little late, but welcome to One Funny Morning. Welcome to One Funny Morning Show.
From Monday to Friday.
And sometimes on Saturday.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
You never know what's gonna happen.
Carmen.
Cortez.
Good morning, everybody.
What's outside your weather door?
Good morning. Uppie Uppie Uppie, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Melissa, and this is my mom,
Karen. We're from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, also known as the Crazy Uncle State.
and you're watching One Funny Morning with our host, Dina Blizzard.
What? Look what a good job they did. Good morning, everybody. I'm a little late. We're about to go live on Instagram. So hold on. I'm going to put them up here. All right. Let's see if that works. Who knows? Good morning, Instagram. We're going to try to go live with you as well. We're live on Facebook and YouTube here as well. So good morning, everybody. I'm super late. In case you were keeping track, which I don't know why you would be, because it's a holiday. And I believe that everybody is off. So I took off today from going live for like, I don't know, maybe 2 hours. And then I realized that I didn't really take off. I just forgot that I had a job. So yeah, so here we are. Good morning, everyone. I don't know that my face is up. I do want to warn you that because I'm on a holiday, I'm having waffles and ice cream for breakfast. What? What? Oh. And I don't even care how gross it looks for you to watch. Uh-huh. All right. Jill, please tell your 14-year-old, thank you. My hair does look a little better today. You should really talk to your boss about vacation time. Yes, I should be. Good morning, Instagram. This is the second time I've tried to go live on Instagram. So good morning to you. MJ loves her kiddos. I'm Duncan. Alicia, lots of new faces. Oh, Lee Allen's here. Yeah. I'm off to bed. Want to say how I'll catch the replay. Night shift. Oh, Becca, go back to bed. Have an ice cream sandwich and go back to bed. Fire Island. Oh, Diane. One of these years I'm going to get there. What type of ice cream? Need to know. Jamal, it's mint chocolate chip because there is no other kind of ice cream. I don't know if you guys know that. I'm disgusting. I don't even care. So the kids were all, my kids are at the age where everybody's like here and then not here. And then like somebody else is more important, which is upsetting. And by somebody else, I mean a lover of kinds. And I don't mean love. Well, maybe I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that my kids move in and out. And as a mother of kids between the ages of 19 and 24, you're supposed to say, oh, yeah, no, that's great if you could pop in, eat, and leave immediately to go spend time with people that you like more. Yeah, I would love that. Yeah, the Shore House did have renters. Colby. The Shore House did have renters, but we kicked them out. And we get to be here for a couple weeks. And significant others, maybe that's a good way of saying it. People that are better than me. I don't know. I don't know how you want to say it. I don't know if that's how you should refer to them when they get here. But yes, as we start moving into dating more, is a waffle ice cream sandwich. It is. And it's considered a meal. Keep it in mind. It's so funny because I look really nice on Instagram and on Facebook. I look tired. I don't know what kind of filter is on Instagram. Instagram using the youth filter. Facebook is like, let's just show what she really looks like, because that could scare some people. So yeah. So the sound and clarity is nicer here. Look, everybody's gonna jump over to the Insta. Uh-huh. Renee, you're not wrong. We teach them to be independent. And then we're like, where the hell are you? Why aren't you home with your mother? Yeah. I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest. But is the waffle hot? Wouldn't the ice cream melt? Deanna, why are you talking like you've never had an ice cream sandwich? You guys know that this is a meal in New Jersey. I don't know what you're saying. I used to make them all the time. It is a meal. Grains and dairy and mint is a vegetable, essentially. And that's why Stephanie's always invited here. So you're backwards. Oh, I wonder if I can. How do you flip Instagram? That is a great question. Hi, Latina moms. Hi, Heidi. I think if I hit that button, maybe I hit this button. No, that's not what I wanted. Maybe I hit this button. No, that's not what I wanted. Listen. Oh, Insta is much better than Facebook. What? Missy says better on Insta. Oh my gosh, it is better on Insta. I'm on Insta. You're fine. Thanks, Jamal. Jamal's going to be our Instagram liaison. I like you, Jamal. You're on top of things over here. Listen, I only eat the green mint chocolate chip. Oh, you're right. That's what it is. My swoop goes this way on Instagram, but it goes, well, it's really this way, but I'm opposite. Oh, now that that's been pointed out. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah. Oh, that's weird. But we don't have all the fancy finagle things on Instagram. Like here, I can show video and intros and stuff. Can't do that there. Not yet. Maybe one day. Missy's like, I am so confused. Missy, let's go back to the ice cream. Just want people to know that I will only eat mint chocolate chip ice cream if it's green. In an emergency, like if there was like a fire, then I'll eat the white one, but mostly just the green. All right. Katie just said that I have a Farrah Fawcett thing going on today. And now Katie's my best friend. No one has ever said that I have a Farrah Fawcett thing going on. Ever. There you go. So anyway, welcome. I have a funny story. Well, it's not that funny. Let me finish my breakfast and then I'll tell you a story. It said somebody just got a badge on Instagram. And you're the first one ever. Thank you for being here. Congratulations. I don't know what it meant. But I do have my sexy voice today. Thank you for noticing. And you can call it sexy. Is this replacing the morning show? No, Jenny, it's in addition to the morning show. We're trying some new things. And we'll be adding some more fun elements to the show. Instagram is going to take me a little bit longer because I'm kind of just streaming right from the app. And on Facebook, we're doing lots of other. Rosie Ryan is here, which is funny since she's in the kitchen visiting with Uncle Steve. But she's doing what my mom does, where she just, Rosie, you can just come sit in here if you want. You don't have to sit in the other room. Oh, there's Steve, who's sitting at my kitchen table. You guys are so funny. You can come and sit in here if you want. We're over there, whatever you want to do. All right, so crazy story this weekend. I'm running around. I don't know if anybody else was like running around like a crazy person, trying to get ready for this holiday. So running around, trying to do too many things, pack up the house, get down here, fine. Well, as we've been discussing, Colby has gotten older and older. And there are many times where I will look at him sleeping on the floor and I have to think to myself, oh my God, he's dead. What if he's dead? What am I going to do if this dog's dead? I don't know if anybody can relate, but it's dramatic. We are now, I think, I don't know how long this phase lasts for, but like accidents are happening. It's a whole thing. So he was up on, I think the last time we talked was Friday. He was up Friday really early. Yeah. His shuffle is getting slower and slower. So I take him outside Friday and he's acting real weird. Like he's outside and he looks like he's peeing, but nothing's happening. And he just keeps doing it. Keeps putting his leg up. Nothing's happening. No, he didn't die. He's still here. We found our dead dog that way. Oh, so awful. Okay. Yeah, it's crazy that what most people look like in the opposite view, totally different, right? Are you going to date Instagram, Dina? Or are you going to date Facebook, Dina? People are like, I am not interested in Facebook, Dina, but Instagram, Dina. Hoo la la. Who says hoo la la? Just me. And that's why I'm still asking who's going to date Instagram. Ooh la la. Anyway. So, I do that with my husband in the morning when he doesn't wake up and he doesn't respond. Are you alive? Can you imagine? While he's sleeping. Oh my God, are you dead? I'll be so mad if you're dead. If I ever have a husband again, that's how I'm going to wake him up in the morning. Colby is old. I think that Colby's 14. My friend took her rabbit to the vet and it cost her over $2,000. You know what I say? That is too much money for a rabbit. You know where you can get a rabbit for free? Any place in New Jersey. A free rabbit. Just take them. If you can catch that rabbit, your rabbit. No dollars. I can't. No, I can't. Okay, so here's what happens. He's not acting right. So I'm like, all right. Then I go downstairs to the laundry room. There's pee on the floor, which he never pees on the floor. He never has accidents. And there's blood in it. Sorry if this is too gross for breakfast. Anyway, I'm like, this is a situation. So I call my vet. Now, it's Friday of a holiday weekend. And it's around, I don't know, it had to be around 10:30 in the morning. So I'm thinking there's a chance they're still there. So I call them. That voice sounds like Carol Channing. Nobody thinks that Carol Channing has a sexy voice. So I have Farrah Fawcett hair with a Carol Channing voice. I'm sorry. It's not good. How much is a peacock? Free. You got to catch him. Anyway, so I call. This is the brunch crowd. We're on brunch right now. It's a brunch morning show. So that's what I thought. I was like, he got a UTI or he's about to keel over and die. I don't know how dogs work. So I call the vet. I said, oh, thank goodness you're there. My dog is having a problem breathing, blood, whatever. She goes, oh, you should take him to the ER. I go, okay, but you're the vet. It sounds like you're still there. Can I just come over to you? No, we're closing soon. I go, well, it's 10:35. That seems like a weird time to be closing. So I said, I literally live 2 blocks from you. Can I just I can be there. Like I can be on the phone and be in front of you in 30 seconds. And she was like, no, we're closing. I said, okay, maybe I wasn't clear. This is an emergency. This is blood. And she goes, that's exactly what I said, to go to an ER. I said, so you're open at this particular moment. You want me to go to an ER where I'll pay 4 times the price when you're open. And then everything got real quiet. And she said, ma'am, I really think that it would be better if you went to the ER. I go, so you want me to spend more money? So now I'm twisted now. And she goes, that's what we're telling everybody. My vet would say, come on over when you're so close. Exactly. So now I'm mad. So I packed this dog up. Did you just go? I should have just gone, but I didn't. So I head over to the ER with all the money I've ever in my bank. I took all the money out of my bank and I went to, okay, somebody need to block this person. I don't know. Andrea, can you do it? I can't do it from here. That's annoying. Is there an ER for dogs? Oh, yes, for sure. And we frequent it often because all of my dogs are dumb. Yeah, where's the compassion? Exactly. So I get there. Lovely people. Lovely facility. And the nicer it is, the more I know this bill's going to be. So, yeah. So now we're sitting in the ER, Colby and I. They're going to call me back. All right, Meredith, be careful. So she comes in and she goes, well, it could be a number of things. And I was like, okay. She's like, so the most obvious would be a UTI. I said, okay, let's roll with that. She goes, well, we wouldn't really know unless we did some blood tests, which I'm happy to do today. And I was like, I said, I just really need him to not die this weekend. So if we can get to not die, and then I'll follow up with my regular vet on next week, that would be great. And she was like, okay, I really think that the blood work would really help us determine if this is a UTI or if this is, like a kidney failure situation. And I said, yeah. She goes, and then what we could do is once we get the results of that, then we can do an ultrasound. Now you're saying a lot of human healthcare words is what I hear you saying. Okay. I'm waiting for you to say pap smear. He's a boy. I'm just waiting for you to just start unpacking things that I do not have pet insurance. You know what kind of pet insurance I have? If you're going to die, just die. But do not make me take you to this emergency room. That's my pet insurance. And having a real hard talk with each dog, in the eyes. I go, I love you. But if the Lord says it's time, that's pet insurance. That's what I have. That's poor people's pet insurance. Okay. So now Rosie and Steve are coming down this weekend. So I'm calling Rosie. I said, listen, I'm going to be late because I got this dog. I got to do this thing for Dean. And she's like, don't worry about it. She goes, how's the dog? I said, I don't know. It's always a UTI. All right, good to know. I'll keep that in my pocket. Yeah. So then she was like, now listen, don't let the dog pee anymore. I go, I don't know how one would stop a dog from peeing. You can't stop me from peeing. What am I going to say to this dog? Be like, listen, people like you and they don't want you to pee right now. It was just a weird conversation. So then I said to Rosie, Rosie, I don't know what I'm going to do here because I think the antibiotic was going to be 130. I said, let's just go through this real quick. How much antibiotic? 130. I said, okay. I said, how about this blood work you're talking about? How much blood work? $350. Okay. How much is that ultrasound? 510. Okay. I got a microscope at home and I have a biology degree. I could probably run some of these tests myself. So it was going to be $1,000, right? And that didn't include the cost of the actual, I think it's $250 just to be seen. So I was like, listen, and then that's the moment that you just feel like a mean person. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. I have an endoscope. If you want to borrow it. Okay. So, so then you have to sit there and you have to pretend that you're considering spending $1,000, dropping $1,000 on a dog that's 14 years old. So here's me. I got to put this face on. Because you got to act like you were thinking about it. Because you can't be like, no, I'm not going to do that. You have to, and to be like, oh, that sounds like a great plan. You know what I think we're going to do, though, just to start, is get up out of here and get an antibiotic. So let's just do that. Or cry. Yeah, I don't think crying helps. I have cried a lot, and they're like, it's still going to be the same amount. So I call Jim, and I'm like, listen, here's our situation. All right. We got to decide what we're going to do. And he feels the same way. These dogs have had good lives. You know, if it's a UTI, let's fix it. If it's not, we got to have a bigger conversation. Fine. So we're having this talk, and I'm trying to tell him that we all think it's a UTI, but he's not picking up what I'm laying down. And he's like, Dina, like, if, you know, he's had a good life, if this is what nature's saying, then, you know, maybe we got to talk about putting him down. I go, Jim, they don't put dogs down for a UTI. If that's the case, I would have been put down like 6 months ago. I would have been gone. Like, you go to the hospital and they'll be like, you got a UTI, girl. Start saying your goodbyes. You know how many of us would be gone? There'd just be men on the planet. There'd be like 2 ladies left. You got a UTI. That's it. That's what's taking you. I'd be so mad. If Rosie called, I'd be like, Rosie, it's the end. What happened? Did you save a baby? No. Did you have a massive heart attack? No, girl, I got a UTI. I'd be like, that sucks. Really good knowing you. Let's get the cotton candy machine. I'm going to have a cotton candy machine at my funeral. And a funnel cake maker. And the bagpipes.
Okay, let's get started.
Real weird. Yeah, let's get started on those funnel cake. You don't know how long this UTI is going to keep you here. Yeah, it's hard for a man to get a UTI because their urethra is longer. Don't get me started on my biology. But yeah, no, there'd be no ladies. Anyway, so I'm trying to pretend. So I said to Rosie, I call her, I go, Rosie, I said, this is the situation. They want $1,000. Yeah, you got a UTI. Activate your funeral plan. Call your insurance. Get life insurance immediately. So I call Rosie and I go, Rosie, this is so ridiculous. They want like $1,000 for a UTI. I mean, it could be as simple as a UTI. I'm not going to spend all that money. And if it's his kidneys, like, okay, yeah, I'd be dead a long time ago. So I said, Rosie, isn't that crazy? And then she got real quiet. And I go, oh my gosh, are you one of the people? And she goes, Tina, I spent a ridiculous amount of money trying to save my dog, and he's still alive. He should have died last year, and I spent all my money, and the kids probably won't go to college. I go, okay. I go, do not tell Colby that you used all measures to save your dog. I don't want him to know that that's an option. I want him to know if I break a nail, it could be the end. If I get a UTI, this could be done. I said, do not give Colby hope. Do you understand me? Do not give him hope. No hope for Colby. That's where we are. There's no hope. Yeah. So I'm trying to keep her away from Colby at this point because she looks like she wants to say something to him. She's like, there's stuff that she could do. I'm one of those people. See, you listen. There are lots of different kinds of people. There are people who think you can have an Oreo, and when the Oreos run out, you can just get another nameless chocolate cookie. I don't know who those serial killers are, but there's really only Oreos. That's one kind of person. There's the kind of people who can eat any kind of ketchup. I don't know who you are, you monster. I only eat Heinz. And then there are Rosies. Yeah, Rosie's in the Army Field Band, Army Rosie, who will stop at nothing. And Colby knows. Colby knows what he signed up for. So, and he's fine. So then this all must have happened on Saturday because I'm off by that because I forgot to tell you this story. So yeah, he's 14 years old. Like, I don't know how old Rosie's dog was.
14.
I was like, maybe Rosie's dog was 2. All right. He's 13. That's a big difference between 13 and 14, Rosie. At 13, I might consider. No, I wouldn't. But yeah, it does make Rosie a better human than all of us. You're not wrong. She is a better human. Yeah. Anyway, so would you spend money for the other dogs since they are younger? I would consider, I mean, mostly just for Booby. Let's just, because she got pretty privileged. She knows too. She's like, girl, you're going to lose so much money. I'm kidding. Anyway, this all happened Saturday because I was still home. Friday, to make this whole story even more ridiculous, on Friday, I go to get Colby groomed. So I drop him off at the groomers, and it's 11 o'clock in the morning. And I said, listen, I need to pick him up by 5. She's like, girl, we'll be done way before 5. And I was like, okay, but it's like I need to pick him. I need to go. She's like, totally fine. Fine. I go about my day. 5 o'clock comes. Nothing. Didn't hear anything. So I called the groom. I go, hey, is it okay? I'm gonna head over. And they were like, oh no, we haven't. We just got him showered. Okay. So I remember I told you to pick him up at 5. She goes, yeah, you know what? Can you come at like 5:50? So that's 50 minutes. I said, okay, but I'm going to be there at 5:50. She goes, it's just we got so backed up. Like, and I get it. But like at this point, you've had my dog for 7 hours and fine. So I go there at 5:50 and then I sit 6, 6:05, 6:10, 6:15. And I got kids to pick up. I got stuff to do. So at this point, I'm like, I'm going to need the dog. She's like, we're trying to hurry up. We're almost finished. I go, listen to me. Give me the dog. I paid. I need the dog. And she's like, can you come back tomorrow? And I was like, no. She goes, come back tomorrow. We were able to get everything done except his feet. Whatever. I want the dog. I paid a lot of money now. I want this dog. The dog comes out. Colby's a big dog. Now he's lost and then I forgot to tell. So then she says, now I'm going to pay. And she says, how much does the dog weigh? I said, I don't know. Like he was like a lot, but he's lost a lot of weight because he's old. I said, maybe 80 pounds. She goes, oh, he's not 80 pounds. She goes, I'm going to put him on a scale. I said, okay. I was like, but if we could just, she's let me put him on a scale. And then I just don't want to overcharge you. I said, yeah, okay, sure. Okay. Yeah. Susan, didn't they weigh him? So she goes back. One's trying to cut him. One's picking him up, moving him around, trying to weigh him. Here she goes. She calls back and she goes, okay, he's 35 pounds. I said, what? Yeah, he's 35 pounds. I go, that giant dog. Yeah, I just weighed him. I go, that dog can't weigh 35. Booby weighs 42 and he's twice the size of her. She's like, no, I just weighed him. He's 35. Do you want to come see the scale? No, I don't. Okay. No, was it kilograms? Maybe something's not right. She goes, I don't want to overcharge you. I'm just going to charge you for a 35-pound dog. Yeah. Okay, great. Now, what I didn't know, it wouldn't include the feet. So she's in the back. She's getting them done, shaving them down. I said, give me the dog because now I'm done. Yeah, charge him by the pound, whatever. He's 2 pounds. He comes out. He got clown feet. Now, his hair was so big when he went in. Can she weigh me? I'm going to need that scale, girl. Guess how much? I weigh 70 pounds, y'all. I weigh 70 pounds on this scale. Yeah. So his paws are the paws of, I guess, a giant dinosaur. And his body is now super tiny. She goes, if you want to come back tomorrow, I can get this fixed. And I was like, I am done. We walk out. Now we're walking. Now, he shuffles already. He already does it. So now he basically has clown feet. Okay. He's walking down the street with these they just look like big white Mickey Mouse feet, right? Walking. And trust me, the 35-pound dog was just as expensive as the 80-pound dog. So it wasn't any better. It wasn't like I saved money. So walking Colby down the street with clown feet, trying to get home, run around, finish that day. And then the next day, it's another couple $100 for him at the vet. I'm like, I'm going to tell you right now, if this dog dies this week, I'm going to be so mad. I'll be like, you know how much money I could have saved if you had just died Thursday? Like, I've put so much money out. I just can't. And these are all things you shouldn't say out loud. Just keep that in mind. No one should ever say these things, but this is how I was feeling. So now I get him back in the car with his clown feet and we're going home, pick up all the medicines. It's a mess. And ever since then, he'll be so beautiful. And I refuse to bring him back. I will not get his feet cut. So his feet will just continue being gigantic compared to, yeah. Can you add her scale to your Amazon store? Because the next time I buy it, I want to buy that scale. Well, then we're at the vet. And I said, so the vet has the giant scale, the giant produce scale that the dogs stand on. She goes, let me get his weight. I go, could you let me know what it comes to? Because yesterday the groomer said that he's 35 pounds. She goes, 35 pounds? I said, It was a different scale. It was a special scale. So she weighs him and she says, he's 26 kilograms. I was like, why are we doing this in America? When did people start using kilograms? I don't understand. I go, I don't need you to translate. And she says it comes to 57, I think, 57 pounds, which is still a lot less than where he was, right? Which is another sign. Will he let you trim them? I'm not trimming his feet. I'm not doing it. I'm done. Yeah. We've been using metrics for decades. Oh, well, look at you, fancy Bob. All right. So when the world ends because somebody gave me something in kilograms, they're like, Dina, we just need this many kilograms of something and you can save the world. I'll be like, well, you're done. I don't know. The answer is 35 pounds. That's always going to be. Yeah. I wouldn't buy cat food by the case because she was so old. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Now, he already peed on the couch. So I had to wash the couch. Everything. He never had accidents. So the crazy part is that now, you know, we're in the final phase and, you know, but he's still shuffling with his big clown feet. Maybe that was his plan. Maybe he was like, listen, on my way out, I want to do the loudest shuffles I possibly can. So these clown feet will be amazing to make sure. But now every time I look at him, I was sleeping this morning and I like anytime I hear like a funny sound, I feel like I'm like, is that the sound of him dying? But it was just Ruby scratching her head. It's just weird. It's just a weird time. So it is. We are on the hospice care portion. So it has been quite a few days. Never got my lab groomed. How are you cutting him yourself, Trish? What? Buy him a belly band.
It's like a doggy diaper.
A doggy diaper? No, pee pads won't work, Mooney, because he doesn't even know what's happening. He'll just be standing there. Like it happened. We were in the kitchen and it doesn't even come out like pee. It just went splat. I don't know. I'm giving you a lot of details that I don't think you need. Yes, I do remember. Yeah. So I blew out her knee. I took her to the vet. They said cost for meds, feline knee replacement was going to be $8,000. I love her, but we had to say goodbye. $8,000. You can get a free cat anywhere in New Jersey. Just pull up and just bring some cat food and they'll find you. Yeah. Too much. They did. They gave him an antibiotic. So now I'm like super weird because every time like he's got to go out every hour and you got to bend over and you got to watch the pee come out because if he stops peeing, then we're really in bad shape. So I'm like, you have to bend over, make sure the dog is peeing and make sure it's yellow. That's where we are. I hope my kids give me at least this kind of care. At a minimum, I would like everybody to tell my kids to come back, rewatch this video, and be like, the least you could do is watch your mom pee. Make sure she's peeing and it's yellow, least, and maybe an antibiotic. Other than that, listen, when it's time, yeah, I'm not grabbing anything down there. No, I'm not doing it. Yeah, I'm not going to watch the dog. Yeah. The minimum. Exactly. I feel like you got to have some serious conversations. And here's what I also think. I want everybody to be real honest with themselves right now. Okay. When you get old, are you two ready? When you get old and you are in need of maybe some long-term hospice care, who is going to be the kid that takes care of you? You know who it is? It's Brooke and Jacqueline. Dean will come and entertain me. Dean not gonna do it. And I mean he'll like lift me up. Well, I'll be 35 pounds. He'll lift me up, move me around, I suppose. But yeah. Bethany is like, I'm screwed. Yeah, no, listen. There's got to be one. Can you pick somebody else's kid? Like, you know who's always been a nice kid? Spencer. You love Spencer. That's not their kid. I spent $10,000 on a puppy I adopted 3 months almost died, but I just lost my 3 dogs when they were 13. Oh my gosh. I only got 1 kid, so it's him. Yeah. Yeah, I'm screwed. Yeah. Yeah, I doubt he'll do it. Yeah, listen, that's why they have really nice nurses. Okay. Yeah, I always told my mom and dad. So my dad was a state trooper his whole life. And my mom was, had little jobs here and there, but for the most part, she was like a stay-at-home mom. So my dad's pension was really good. My mom, not so much. So when they were younger years, they started mouthing off. I would say to them, I'm like, listen, you better watch it. All right. Because dad has a great pension and you don't. All right. So he's going to be in a real nice home. Yours will be down the street. It'll be what they call an institution. Okay. And so I'd be like, you better watch it if you two want to stay together in your older years in the same facility. But at this point, Diana, it's not looking good. That's how you threaten old people. I'm a nurse. I took care of my mom when she was there. So hard. But she took care of me. So I took care of Susan. That's beautiful. I paid to have kidney stones removed from my cat 2 times. Diane, I only got kidney stones removed once and nobody paid for that. I have 13 kids. So I think they were flipping a coin. You have 13 kids, Tammy? Are you kidding? Did you make an error when you wrote the 1, 3 next to each other? Were you going to add them up? Is it 4? 13 kids? Wow. That's when you really start to know which one of your kids is just a complete schlub. When 12 show up and you're like, where's Judas? Where is he? Yeah. I mean, you got 13. That's basically the disciples. You got the whole disciples. You got the whole Bible covered. And all of a sudden you look around, you got one eye. You look around, you're like, where's Judas? Oh, he's not even here. Oh, now I know. And if I was one of the 13, I would be like, I am not leaving her side. I'm not going to be the one that's not going to be here. That's the stakes are high. But there's only 3 of them. You'd be like, whatever. But I went to Judas's. I did a Bible joke, y'all, this morning. You are not going to find that on the Kelly Clarkson show. I can tell you that right now. Maybe she seems like she'd do some Bible quotes. My grandmom had 13 kids. Most of them did not step up too much. That's what I think. I think when you have too many kids, they're all like, so-and-so and do it. So-and-so will do it. Where's your morning mug, girl, Cynthia? Steve made this for me. And so I'm very thankful, but he doesn't know that we have our mug.
Oh.
Our official mug. Oh, I'm sorry, Instagram. All these, Steve, do not get up. Steve, do not get up. Steve is so funny. So yesterday we all went to the beach. We had a good time. So I was like, I'm going to go home. Will Rosie be exercising on the lawn? What's so funny? My mug just showed up. Welcome. Steve's killing it. Wait, so yesterday we're at the beach. Now, there was a lot of us here. So I was like, listen, I'm going to go home. I'm going to make homemade meatballs, spaghetti meatballs. Fine. So I come home. The kids are helping me make the meatballs, fry them up in a pan. We made some banana nut bread. It was pumpkin bread. It was all really good. Have a good time. So I said to Steve, I need you to head over to the store. Need a couple of things. Need like brie cheese. I said we need some tomato sauce and we needed some other things, right? So I was like, he's like, be real specific. I was like, okay. So I wrote it all down. I had gluten-free waffles, regular waffles, wrote it all down. Fine. So Steve, he walks over, comes back, does a great job, lays everything out. Now I'm making 2 pounds of pasta and like 400 meatballs. So I look and there was like 1 jar of pasta sauce. Now I'm looking around and he's like, what? I said, nothing. You did a great job. He's like, what is it? I go, well, I have this 1 jar of pasta sauce and 2 pounds of pasta and 400 meatballs. He's like, okay, what do you mean? I go, well, I probably, it's fine. I'll make it work. Maybe I'll just make a butter pasta. He was like, do you need more? And I was like, no, it's fine. He goes, well, I got you exactly what you said. I go, I did not write 4 jars. He goes, Dina, this is a very man thing to do. You have to write down exactly. I go, you're right. It was not specific enough, right? So Jacqueline goes down. She buys a couple more. The kids all go. They come back. We have dinner. So dinner's all on the table, right? I said, all right, is everybody ready for dinner? And Steve comes over. He goes, listen, this looks really great. I just want to say, I think it's too much sauce. I'm just going to say it right now. I was like, I've essentially ruined it. He's like, I just want to put it out there already without even tasting it. It's too much sauce. And I was like, you're probably right. Mm-hmm. That is correct. Well, so here's what I didn't tell you. Somebody said at least he didn't get olives. So the other day I sent Brooke to the store and I said, I did the list. I texted her and I said, I need carrots, sour cream, pasta sauce, 7 jars, Kalamata olives, and milk, whatever. She comes back. I said, where's the pasta sauce? Same thing. 1 thing of pasta sauce. I go, where's the rest of them? She goes, what do you mean? I go, I put 7 jars of pasta sauce. She goes, oh, I thought you meant 7 jars of Kalamata olives. I go, are there 7 jars of Kalamata olives in my house? And she's like, yes, that's what you wrote. But I didn't. I put tomato sauce, 7 jars. And I think in my mind I was done. And then I added Kalamata olives. So it could have gone either way. Steve does sound like a keeper. I love that he helps. Aww. He is a keeper. Yeah, I know. Christy, I was at the other house when that happened. I know. It was funny. So we were cracking up. But Steve's killing it over here. Sounds like you're the common denominator of this problem. You're not wrong. I do not know how to make a list. I'm going to be honest. Even when I make my own list, I still get it wrong. I'll be like, what did I mean when I wrote that? And then I go, and then I still make kids run to the store. Maybe Colby's issue is the stress from the groomer. I don't know. We were all stressed out at the groomer. Melanie says, hi, Steve. Greetings from Illinois. Who's Steve? Fill me in on who Steve is. Everybody's like, oh, is Steve coming in the honey door? No, Steve is Rosie's lovely husband who's playing the role of my husband this week as well. And doing all of things. You just need to order groceries. Yeah.
I'll bring you 1 jar of pasta sauce.
1 jar of pasta and lots of Kalamata olives. So
yep.
Steve and Rosie, how long have you been married?
20 years.
20 years. So when Rosie and I go back to pageant days, we competed together. I think I told you this the first time we met, and Rosie was like, so what's your talent? And I was like, oh, I can play classical piano. She goes, how long have you been playing? I said, oh, like since 2nd grade or something. I said, what's yours? She goes, I'm going to sing opera. And I said, oh, how long have you been doing that? Since 9 o'clock this morning. And I was like, I'm sorry. She goes, yeah, I just learned in the shower that I can sing opera. And I was like, what, Cookie Pants? And she did. She sang opera, and I won, and she was the first runner-up. We had big hair and big butts. Like we were bigger girls because we had like our freshman 15, but we were seniors. And so we were like, well, we can't make our butts look smaller. Let's make our hair bigger. So we just girls with big hair and big butts, but we're still the 2 hottest ones in it. So when Jim and I were dating, it was me, Jim, and Rosie all the time dating. All of us. It was the threesome, as my mom likes to say. And then all of a sudden, Rosie was like, oh, I met this guy. You're like, what's his name? Steve. And then she moved in and forced him to marry her. Yep. And here we are. That's the story.
No choice.
That I heard last night. It was so funny because how long did you know each other before you got married?
Yeah,
a couple of years. Okay.
We were married and we were separate for the first year. She was stationed in Fort Drum. I lived in Pennsylvania. So we commuted for the first 2 years that we were married.
Yeah. Rosie is in the military. She's actually getting ready to retire this year. Let's clap for Rosie. She did her service. Yeah, Steve is my old IT guy. We miss him.
Oh my God, Melanie. Hey, Melanie.
That's so funny. Is she related to Peanut Butter Pants?
Peanut Butter Pants? Who's Peanut
Butter Pants? I don't know, but I would like to meet Peanut Butter Pants. I know I must have given somebody that name. I can't remember why. Who is Peanut Butter Pants? That's so funny. Put a dryer on the curb, but I can't scroll up. Everybody said, thank you for your, Di is peanut butter pants. Oh, because we were down in Florida and Di on the buffet, they had those little peanut butter things, like on a buffet.
Yep.
Di had 14 of them on the
You did say
table.
that. Yeah.
And she was stealing them. And so we started calling her peanut butter pants. And I know that somewhere there might be a fellow for my mom. His name is Jelly Pants. And we just got to find
Get
him.
them together.
So yeah, Diana is peanut butter pants. But I did say, so yesterday I had this little dress on and Jacqueline was like, you have a hole in the side of your dress. And
I kept
was
that to myself.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. And Jacqueline says, do you want me to fix that for you? And I was like, yeah, sure. Okay. So Jacqueline, my mom's taught her, like, I guess it's just like a simple stitch or something. And she goes, all right, come over here. I go, what are you going to sew it while it's still
on your body?
On my body? She goes, yeah. And then Rosie, what did you ask her? It was some kind of stitch. You were like, are you going to do?
Oh, you're going to do a blind stitch.
Yeah, which nobody understood. And then Jacqueline was so impressed. She goes, what? And I was like, Rosie is a seamstress and like she's basically grandmom all over again. She can cook, she can do cakes, she can make full costumes out of styrofoam. I said it's crazy, and she was like, and then Jacqueline was really impressed. So yeah, Rosie's super creative, and Steve is IT guy extraordinaire. Have you always worked from home? I feel like you always have, right?
No, maybe the last 10 years though.
Yeah. So
super annoying when everyone else was home at pandemic. Absolutely.
That was funny.
They were in my business. I was happy for pandemic to end. So
that's so funny. Do you ever just want to go outside?
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often. I go days. I'm like, I have not been in the car in 4 days.
That's what I mean. I work from home as well. And I started going to the gym twice a week just so I can feel like I got to be somewhere.
With a power couple? I like that idea.
They are a power couple. They are. She did learn opera in a few hours so she can compete. But then she went on to go to Rowan, which is where we went to school together, and got her degree in music, and then has toured with the Army Field Band for 18 of the 22. Was it? Because you weren't in right away. Was it 20?
Yeah, it was closer to 20 of the 22.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. What are you going to do for fun after?
Ooh, fun.
She's getting into real estate. So if you're in the DC area and you are looking for a house, look up Rosie. She don't have her license yet, but it's coming.
We're working on it.
It's coming.
All right. Let me know if you need anything.
All right.
If you need any.
Thank you, Steve. I like hanging out with like the husbands of my friends now because I'm just like, could you come over and turn my grill on? I'm still learning because this one's a different grill. Now I understand charcoal. Yes. Can you rent them out for home improvement? Yes, I know. So good. So, Two Sisters did a lot of the card for every day. Oh, Patty, I might be jumping in. I didn't understand your comment. But yeah, so we're going to have a big party for Rosie after 20 years.
Oh,
that's exciting.
yeah.
Is it weird? Like, do people have to salute you?
No, I'm not an officer, so people don't salute me. I salute the officers, and they return the salute. But
you can't make anybody salute you right before you leave.
No.
I would. Is there anything Rosie can't do? No. Rosie can do anything she wants to do.
I can't run very well. I'm not very good at running.
Okay. The one thing that nobody wants to do, she can't do that either. Mm-hmm. I have a work husband and a real husband. Oh, look who bragging, Brenda. Look who bragging. I have a work husband. His name is Coleman. Yeah, you have shiny stuff on your pelt. Oh, to be saluted. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we salute you, Rosie.
Aww.
Yeah, you're like the real life Rosie the Riveter.
Well, I have a whole video, Rosie Riveter video on how to make face masks.
Oh, really?
COVID, yeah.
Oh, where do they find it? It's on your YouTube? She's like, I don't know. I was naked in them, so that might be on OnlyFans, maybe. Mm-hmm. What instrument does Rosie play? Do you play any instruments? No, she's a singer. And she's an amazing singer. And in my playlist, so when I was going through all of the things in the last few years. I remember putting up a post one day and asking everybody, like, what's like a good power song that you like that I can like put in my playlist? And so I would listen to my playlist every day just to get me up out of bed when the days were not so good. And so one of the songs that's in there, I put in there because of Rosie. It's O Mio Bambino Caro. And if you ever want to hear the most beautiful version, you have to listen to Rosie do it. Yeah, of course, Steve used the honey door. You know about the honey door? That's when my mom had her girls' weekend, and all the cousins were here. And then the doorbell rang, and she was like, "Oh, somebody get that. It might be John." And I was like, "John? Who's John?" And then I checked the Ring doorbell, and there was no man there. And then I went back for the few days to see when John arrived. John never came through the front doors. I think she was bringing the honeys in through the back door. And I was like, oh.
Like a 16-year-old.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it is, but so what is she's talking about love at O Mio. What does O Mio Bambino Caro mean?
Well, it's O Mio Bobbino.
Bobbino is what?
Caro. It's my like little daddy. It's like a word of endearment for your father. Bobbino is like daddy. So she's basically begging her dad to let her marry the man that she loves, but she's only like 16. So, you know.
Yeah. It's such a beautiful song. And I sing it. And I don't even know half the words. I only really know, oh, mio bambino caro. And those are all the wrong notes. And then after that, I just take it in. It's just so beautiful. There's the other one that I wanted. I tried to look it up a couple times. Do you know the one that they sang in Shawshank Redemption?
Oh, the Lockmay duet? It was either Lockmay or the Letter duet.
It's so beautiful.
I think it's
Solaria from The Marriage of Figaro.
Mozart.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Rosie does have a great laugh. That's why I'm friends with her, just because she laughs at all of my jokes.
I like to laugh.
It's not like Who's Your Daddy. It is not.
Zaddy.
I guess. That was funny.
I like to laugh so much that my son's friends have a joke about his mom laugh.
Yeah.
They have an imitation.
I love people that have great laughs. I know. Rosie, is there a video of you singing that song anywhere?
Yes, on the Army Field Band.
Where do they go? Go to Arm.
I'll link it.
Oh, you're gonna. Can you put a link in the chat? Or
Yeah.
Or,
Mhm.
Okay. Link it in the chat.
It's really beautiful. She does, even in the little bit that she just did there. It's so beautiful. I wish I could do that. I can play music that's beautiful, but I can't. Yeah.
Well, I can sing.
Rosie can do voiceovers.
I can do voice. Yeah, I've done that in my past.
The Lockmay duet is beautiful.
Well, Lockmay's very pretty.
So fun. Yeah. And so it's so crazy because we had bought this house in 2019 and Rosie and Steve were supposed to visit then. Look, Instagram can see me fixing my pants. Facebook can't see it. They were supposed to come probably in 2020. I remember us talking. I was like, yeah, you have to come next summer. And then the pandemic hit. And so this is the first time that they've been able to come down. It is so crazy. I've never been down the shore. At least you're wearing pants, girl. Girl, you know it. My son will retire from the Army after 22 years this year. Oh, that's amazing. Did you see the little girl on AGT singing opera? She was amazing. No, I didn't. Judy Ludi, how are you, Judy? I'm so sad we're not doing Broadway on the Boardwalk. And I miss you, and you have to come. At least come down and visit this summer. Judy Ludi is the best. Everybody's like, what's a Judy Ludi? Her name's Judy Ludovico, but her friends call her Judy Ludi, and she's a great producer and friend. Good morning, Eric. So it's always nice to see people pop in on the Instagram or the Facebook. So yeah, so there is the link is on the Facebook feed. If there's anybody on Instagram that wants to see Rosie's link, that's the one hard thing is that we're kind of on Instagram separately. But anyway, hi Shauna. Why no Broadway on the Boardwalk? I don't know, Ashley. It didn't pan out this year, which is a shame. Because it was a great program. Anyway, so Diana is on the mend. I'm hoping that she'll be able to get down here. She picked up this weird this weird cough and like laryngitis. I don't know where she got it from. It's so weird. I don't know anybody that's sick. She got it on Sunday right after she left my house when we did Voila. I don't know where she went, but she picked up something. I think she made out with somebody at like a Wawa and picked up a Club Wa and picked something up. So she's on the mend. And tell me if you would do this. So I have this cough syrup. It's special from the doctor, you know, the kind that burns your whole inside, but like takes everything out of your chest. So I have it and I was using it, but I haven't been coughing, as I say. So I said to her, I go, just come down here. So she went to the doctor and the doctor said, yeah, right now you just have laryngitis, you know, maybe you have a little virus, but it should take a week or so to be done. So she's going to be done. Actually, yesterday, it would have been a week, right? Because today's Monday. I've lost track of time. So I said, why don't you just come down and I have this cough medicine. Just take the cough medicine. I'm not. It's all your fault I'm sick, said the drunk lady, peanut butter pants. Diana, I know that you have a history of going into convenience stores, meeting random people, kissing them, and going home. And I think that's exactly what happened. And the fact that you won't own it is really your problem. So what I'm saying is come down and I'll give you this special medicine. I think it's you know what I'm talking about? Where it's like yellow and it's like super thick, like crack. I've never seen crack, but I imagine it looks like crack and it just gets into your lungs. But it cleans everything out. You would be so much. Bourbon would also cure it. I'll put it in the bourbon. That's her problem. She's not doing enough to pickle her organs. When they're not pickled, they're susceptible. Exactly. It's bourbon syrup. The one time she didn't wear her mask. Exactly. Yeah. Jill, what did you say? Oh, wait. Jill just wrote, you're making me dick. Now listen. And then she said, I meant sick, not dick. Did you, Jill? Did you? That's Jill. You definitely are making a name for yourself here. Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to do that. Okay. Like codeine for your chest, essentially. Yes. So, naughty Jill. Yeah. You're one to talk as you speak to us in your Carol Channing voice. Listen, Katie. Exactly. Anyway, well, listen, leave it to Cougar Jill. Hot toddies. Blame it on my ADD. You're funny. She is usually pretty good. Well, something's getting delivered. Yeah, something's getting delivered. So the house next to me is all finished. Yeah, and so they're like moving beds in. It's so exciting. Yeah. Look out your window. We see your new grill coming in. What? Joey Joe. Hey Lynn, good to see you here. Thank you, Eric. The Robitussin with codeine is not thick. Look at Trina. Trina is speaking from experience. She's like, listen, girl, I've tried all of them. I don't know what's going on with Instagram. Do you use your garage she shed much? Here and there. There's a lot of bikes in it. Here's what I'm thinking. Tell me who thinks this is a good idea. So we have a bunch of bicycles in the garage. So last time we were down here, I said to Diana, Di, I'm thinking about, you want to go for a bike ride? Here's that. I'm not getting on no bike. You want me to break my legs? I said, I've seen old people ride bikes before. You couldn't ride a bike. I haven't ridden a bike in forever. I'm not riding a bike. I'll break my legs. I said, what are you afraid of? She goes, I'm going to fall over. I said, fine. I'll get you one of those big tricycles. And she goes, what are you talking about? I go, you know those big tricycles? And they got the big basket on the front. And like, that lady, you could be the lady from The Wizard of Oz. And she goes, I'm not riding that big bicycle. So of course, I went on the Facebook Marketplace and I found some on the Facebook Marketplace. And, but they're big, like you have to have space for them. It's like a car. But she was like, no, I'm not going to do it. And then I said, I found some on the marketplace. Oh yeah, how much are those? An electric bike. I would get an electric bike, but it still only has 2 wheels on it, Judy. Maybe I'd get a regular bike, but with like training wheels on it. I don't know. But it does make me want, yeah. Deanna. It does. Do you think we should get Diana a tricycle?
I just want to see it.
I just want to see it. Or I can put her in a sidecar. There you go.
Or one of those little like carts that pull behind the bicycle. Like they
A
do for the
cart.
kids.
Trailer. You have one.
An old people trailer. You know, like, could you imagine they're like little buggies, and they're usually encased, and you put the zipper, and someone's like, oh, let me see your baby. And you open it up, and here's Diana. Hi. Hi. And they're like, are you okay? No. Dina made me, look what she made me do. It would be hilarious. Old people pod. Where you just put your old person in a pod and just drive them around. She'd be heavy. Get Diana a Vespa. I don't think you're allowed to have a Vespa on the boardwalk. So we could get a double. I've seen a couple double bikes around here. Tandems. That's what they're called, right? Tandem bikes. The room for snacks. There's usually a basket on the front of that. There's usually a big basket on those tricycles. Yeah. I could drive a bike with a sidecar. Do you know how much fighting would happen in the sidecar bike? I want her to be in charge of. She would have all the traffic backed up in the whole town. Yeah, I would not go to tandem. If she goes down, we all go down. Yeah, everyone has a golf cart here. Yeah, there's a couple golf carts around here, but for what? You can't ride them on a boardwalk. Tandem bikes are an accident waiting to happen. So funny. So funny. Anyway, so I hope you have a good weekend with your old people and your young people. Yeah, she would. She'd sit in her sidecar and toss out lollipops like she was in a parade. She'd be throwing candy to the kids. Hey! She'd get a name for herself. They'd be like, Would Di do well on a Segway? What do you think? Could you imagine Diana on a Segway? No. She could barely stand up herself, let alone. I know. I don't know what day it is. Clearly. We had a lot more to argue about than we normally do. Yeah, on a tandem bikes. Tag-along bikes is better so you don't have to pedal and sync. Oh, like tandem. Oh, so the tag-along bike is when you add it to the bike, right? Yeah. Old people. I'm going to have to go find some old people. Well, listen, everybody. Thank you for watching the holiday edition of One Funny Morning. This is called One Funny One Funny Brunch show. Let Di ride the handlebars. Oh, she would love that. Get a Sari. I'm assuming you're off tomorrow. No, I might be here. We'll see. It's a surprise morning show. You just never know. I know. I don't know. I was so funny. I was up this morning early and then went back to sleep. And then I woke up and there's a message from Stephanie. She's like, are you going live today? Because I'm trying to figure out this. And I was like, girl, what day is it? I think I'm in vacation mode. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and for joining us. Instagram, thanks for joining us this morning. I should be back here tomorrow. And we'll see what other fun things we can talk about. But I hope you have a great weekend and a great 4th of July. And as Judy likes to say, do something nice for yourself today. Get yourself some flowers, a little bottle of wine. Enjoy the holiday. But I appreciate you being here. Have a great day and a blessed day. And I will see you guys tomorrow. So thanks for watching Instagram. I'm going to say goodbye to you first. This is like our first live on Instagram. So thanks for being here. And check us out. We're usually live around 8:30, but it's holiday hours. So keep that in mind. All right. Bye, Instagram. All right. That's that. And I guess I hit that button. I got to do something there. All right. And to you guys, thanks for watching as always. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.
He goes, stop, no.